Yes, good evening. We did live. How are you? Welcome to another session of Ask the Doctors. The program holds every Sunday by 8 p.m. West African time. Now, on this program, we know they prescribe medicine for anybody. We know they treat. The only thing we they do online, they say we they educate you, we they encourage you to go seek medical care for wherever you did. So if you come online and you they try look for medicine for here, I beg, we know they prescribe medicine. So you get this one our disclaimer. So that tomorrow, this one doesn't disturb me. So that tomorrow you know go talk say these people no good give me medicine. So we know they prescribe medicine online, we know they treat. You understand? Now some people go they wonder why are they speak pidgin. So me and my guys, my co-host Dr. Israel, Dr. Blessing, we don't decide say we want to go back to the beginning when we start this program. Now pidgin we take starts, but along the line we can't change. So now we say no, maybe we just go back to our pidgin. Now I see say we get 47 people online. So tell me where you dey watch me from. Oh yeah, well, make I give you shout out. Don't forget to share this live, invite your friends, click on the like button. Don't forget, we did live on Facebook and we did live on YouTube. And today we want to talk about hepatitis. Many people don't ask me, Dr. Fred, please now make una talk about hepatitis. Wetin be hepatitis? Ngozi, how are you? Ngozi, how are you? Yes, Mercy, I did Benin. I see you. Ngozi, they join us from Germany. Queen, they watch us from Ibadan. Emmanuel from Benue. Chinelo from Lagos. How are you, Chinelo? How is Lagos? Okay, you did very fine. Welcome. So today we dey talk about hepatitis because many people really want to know what it mean, what this program they all about. So this program a health program. We dey meet here every Sundays. No be only me the day here, oh. Me and my other co-host, Dr. Israel, Dr. Blessing. And today, hepatitis. I just hope I never forget anything, Abi. Very good. Welcome. Watching from where? From Lagos. Yes. From Plateau, Alice. From Abeokuta, Josephine. Uzoma from the United Arab Emirates. Rosalind from Abuja, I see you. Ivie from France, I did okay. Oh. Yeah, who again? Oh yeah, make una share. Watching from Ogun State, watching from Cameroon. I'm from Patigi. Okay, first stack. Okay, so waiting be hepatitis, guys. Hepatitis. Whenever you hear the word hepatitis simply means say your liver get inflammation. Make una no bother beg about this whole lighting. Light no dey where I dey. You understand? uh Hepatitis simply means say the liver get inflammation. Basically, now wetin e mean be that. Many things dey wey fit cause your liver to get inflammation. That means many things dey wey fit make you get hepatitis. E make sense abi e no make sense? Watching from Saudi Arabia, okay, Ogun State in Saudi, I see you all. I dey see una, I dey see una, I dey see una, I dey see una from Kwara State. Good evening. Oya share. Dey share. No, abeg, make we no do anything election today. You know why? Everybody dey very tense. So make we comot our mind small. If we follow the election, make I no lie you, we no go do this program today. Make I no lie you. But because say we get many people wey even dey outside Nigeria wey need this information, na im make we dey do am. So make una no vex. Make we leave election here, abeg. You understand? Normally, I be no wan do, but when I see the response, I say make we do am. So no vex. Yeah, thank you. So many things dey wey fit make person get hepatitis. Many things. You understand? For those who just dey come, hepatitis mean say your liver get inflammation, and e get many things wey fit make somebody liver get inflammation. Now, we get two types of hepatitis. Oh, two types of hepatitis. We get wetin we dey call acute hepatitis. We get wetin we dey call chronic hepatitis. You dey hear me so? Acute hepatitis mean say the thing just start, e never too tey. Some go tell you say within 6 weeks, some go say na within 6 months. acute hepatitis, e just starts. The problem for the liver never go too far. The damage wey the thing don give the liver, e just start. Chronic hepatitis mean say the problem don go very far. Some go tell you say e don pass 6 weeks. Well, mother school of thought go tell you say e don pass 6 months. Abeg, if everything wey I dey talk dey make sense, just dey put am for the comment section. E clear? Oh, e no clear, abeg talk am again so that make we dey move with jet speed. I dey expect my other co-host to join us. When e come, una go see am. Good. So I don tell you now wetin be hepatitis o. I don tell you say we get two types of hepatitis. We get acute hepatitis and we get chronic hepatitis. So that when you go outside, people dey talk, the thing go dey make sense to you. Whenever somebody tell you say I get hepatitis, you go ask am which type of hepatitis you get. Na the acute one abi na the chronic one you get. You go say I no know. Say no, wetin you dey do no make sense because you must know the kind hepatitis wey you get. Shey you get me? Good. Now, wetin come dey make people get hepatitis or wetin dey cause hepatitis? This one e big well well. But I want make una understand something very very important. Anybody fit get hepatitis, number one. Whether you be man, you be woman, you be boy, you be girl, you old, you young, you dey live for Africa, you dey live for Europe, wherever you dey live, anybody fit collect hepatitis. Anybody. This one dey important. So make you no just say, I hear say na only no. Hepatitis basically fit affect anybody. Now, wetin come dey cause hepatitis? Oya o, open your ear and open your ear very very well. We get the one wey infection dey cause. We get the one wey infection wey no be infection dey cause that one. Listen again. We get the type of hepatitis wey infection dey cause, and those ones na viruses. Chike say e no clear. Chike on YouTube. Quick, Chike, tell me which one no clear, abeg. Oya, sharp, so that make we carry everybody along. No forget, make una send me stars, abeg. Send me stars, send me gifts. On YouTube, you fit send me chat stickers, like on Facebook, you fit send me stars. Chike, which one no clear? I want make we dey move fast. Boom. But if you know, say you just dey join us, you know, start from the beginning, abeg, you go wait. No, good. We never go there now. We never go there. Calm down. So whether it's A or B, my brother, calm down. Okay, so I get your point. Calm down. We dey go there. Calm down. Just relax your mind. I say we get acute hepatitis, we get chronic hepatitis. How can I send stars on Facebook? Very important. I beg everybody, if you want send me star for Facebook, join this my page. This one. We dey live on 2 pages for Facebook. But this particular one, you fit take send me stars. This particular one, this particular page. So if you dey on this page, Dr. Fredosta Official, you fit send stars. Abeg, make una dey send stars. Make una dey take am buy data. Na like that we dey take encourage us. God will bless you. God will bless you well. Thank you. Now, wetin fit cause hepatitis? So, Chike, open your ear very well. We get the one wey infection dey cause, and we get the one wey no be infection dey cause. Now, the one wey infection dey cause, na virus dey cause am. Viruses. Again, I repeat, viruses. Na dey cause the infection own. E get the one wey no be infection dey cause those ones. So for the virus, we get hepatitis A, hepatitis B, hepatitis C, hepatitis D, hepatitis E virus. You dey hear so, Mr. Chike? So we get the type of hepatitis wey viruses dey cause. And these viruses get 5 types. A virus, B virus, C virus, D virus, E virus. This one na infection own. We can't get the hepatitis wey no be infection dey cause that one at all. Ladies and gentlemen, if you just dey come, welcome. I beg, make una share this live, so that make more people can learn, because this topic people don't ask us tire. Number 2, like this video. Number 3, don't forget to send likes and stars. God bless you. Now, we get the one wey be say no be virus dey cause those ones. So make I tell you, e plenty. We get the hepatitis wey be say na medicine wey people dey take. Medicines, yes. Remember, I tell you from the very beginning, say hepatitis mean say your liver get problem, inflammation. And many things dey wey fit cause your liver to get inflammation. And these things, some na infection, some no be infection. The ones wey people dey hear outside every time I get hepatitis, majorly na infection dey cause those ones. Some other types of hepatitis dey wey no be infection dey cause those ones. Example, medicine. Dr. Israel don come. Dr. Israel, medicine dey cause those ones. E get the hepatitis, the kind of medicine. Dr. Israel, how far you dey? Hello?
Hello,
Dr.
good
Israel, how
evening.
far? Good evening. How are you? I no dey hear
On
you.
your
Wetin
side.
happen? Eh?
You dey hear
Your
me?
volume, your volume dey low. Wetin happen now?
My volume.
I don't know whether na from my end, I be na your end. But I go try to hope say you dey hear me. You dey hear me loud and clear, abi? Shebi you dey hear me now?
This thing dey break. Oh.
Ah,
Your
it go be
voice
your
is
network. Oh.
breaking.
It go be your network. It go be your network. Dr. Israel, it go be your network. Now make am dey break. So, welcome. I talk say we get viral hepatitis and we get non-viral hepatitis. Eh? Okay, people dey hear you loud and clear. That means na my
Yeah.
end. So before I hand over to Dr. Israel, make I just let am understand wetin we don talk. I don define wetin hepatitis be. I don talk about acute and chronic hepatitis. Then I come talk about wetin dey cause hepatitis. Na there we dey so. I talk about say hepatitis fit affect anybody. I talk say viruses dey cause hepatitis well well. And I come talk say we get some kind of medicine wey dey cause hepatitis. Now the medicine now I wan talk about paracetamol, PCM, Tylenol, wetin we dey call acetaminophen. Most people dey abuse paracetamol well well. They go tell you say this paracetamol oh, if I dey take 3 na 4 I dey take. If I no take 4, e no go work for my body. And those people no know say as they dey take the paracetamol, small small, the paracetamol, they dey abuse am, e dey spoil their liver. That one dey. Some other medicines dey wey fit also cause hepatitis, though no be for everybody. Certain medicines wey we dey call anticonvulsants, certain medicines wey we like antibiotics, certain medicines like your anti-TB drugs. Do you understand? Those medicines too fit cause you problem for your liver. We talk about virus, so now we talk about the non-viral causes. Another thing wey fit cause hepatitis na autoimmune. Ladies and gentlemen, we are not discussing election. I beg, please, it's deliberate. Yeah, we are not discussing election. Let's take our mind a little bit. If not, the tension is so much. So let's forget about election matter. I beg you. You get why? Yeah. Now we get the one wey medicine dey cause. We get the hepatitis wey be say na autoimmune causes of hepatitis. Meaning say your immune system na im dey damage the liver of the person. Get one wey dey call metabolic disease. So some people get some kind sickness for their body, genetic problem, metabolic disorders. We dey call them
Dr.
glycogen
Fred, you dey
storage
hear me?
diseases. I dey hear you, but you no dey loud. Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
No, I want you know whether you dey hear me, if my voice dey clear. Because
I no know
in
whether na
my
my
side, your
phone
voice
or
dey skip, no be small.
make this phone no spoil. If this phone spoil, problem go dey oh. I don't know, sha, but I'm trying to hear you, but people say they can hear you. So right now, Dr. Israel, I'm handing over to you. I tell them say we don't go back to our pigeon. We don't go back to our pigeon, and we dey break them down on this topic. And I made it clear we are not discussing election. I beg you. If you want to discuss election, you want to know about election, you can get that on Twitter, on Instagram, online. But deliberately, we don't want to create tension here. You understand? I beg, more just teach and come out, make people mind calm down. If not, depression will really affect people right now. So let's leave that alone. And again, I don't tell you within the cause hepatitis. Talk about viral causes. So I won't hand over to Dr. Israel. Maybe you can go add any talk again on top of this matter. Dr. Israel, over to you.
Okay. Good evening, everybody. Yeah, sorry, we know say the election results they really cause some kind of many talk and many tension, as all of us they pray and believe say somebody that would really want to be the president actually win the election. Yeah, that's our prayer. Let's keep our fingers crossed. They've not, uh, they never call the result finish, and they never announce anybody as the president. But we just the hope say, wait till we plan come to pass like that. So I believe it don't define hepatitis for us, and he has also told us uh, that virus can cause it, and the ones when virus not the cause. They don't tell us many things about the ones when virus not the cause, like the drugs. Um, we also have autoimmune. Autoimmune system can also cause it. Autoimmune diseases, sorry, can cause it. Then we still get toxin from different bacteria and also that affect the liver can cause it. Also, alcohol, people where they take alcohol too much can also have an hepatitis. Now we can't go to the viral causes of hepatitis, which is actually the major things what we will talk about today. The viral causes of hepatitis. We have hepatitis A, B, C, D, and E. Those are the different viruses of hepatitis that causes hepatitis disease. And those are the different viruses. Hepatitis A virus, hepatitis B virus, hepatitis C virus, hepatitis D virus, and hepatitis E virus. Now, one thing you should know that for this world, about 354 million people now get hepatitis B and C, the chronic type, hepatitis B and C. Now, remember, I say we also tell you say hepatitis can be divided into an acute and a chronic. We'll say acute, we mean say go your apple immediately, once. Then what we say chronic, we mean say they person body, they spend time, they go spend time for person body, and sometimes it can just be there till the person, till God call the person, and that is chronic. Now, so this hepatitis TB. And these 354 million persons, when I talk so, they actually have this chronic hepatitis. That is the hepatitis B and C. Dr. Fred, we still there together, so?
My brother, I deal with you.
Okay, correct. Now, hepatitis A, and as I earlier said, is caused by hepatitis A virus. And now acute infection. They start immediately and they stop almost on time. It not really get it not today. Should I say not today serious, but it can cause anything. Now, and how people take they get this hepatitis A now through food and water, contaminated food and water. So we call it fecal oral. Now, I will just tell you that hepatitis A and hepatitis E, hepatitis A and E now almost the same thing, na the same way now it dey affect person. And two of them, they be acute infection too. And so most of the thing is that hepatitis E, you go find out for area where get poor sanitation. The same thing with hepatitis A, where there's poor sanitation, where they know they keep their things clean, and they can actually get contaminated. Their water can get contaminated, and when they drink this water, people feel come down with it. And one thing you should know is that hepatitis E is very dangerous when it comes to pregnant women. Hepatitis E is very dangerous. Now, hepatitis B, hepatitis B is caused by hepatitis B virus, and now chronic infection. It dey stay person body for long time. And how it dey happen? How it dey enter person body? It go enter person body through infected body fluid and blood product. Infected body fluid such as the vaginal fluid or the semen from man penis when they have sex. Where from blood, people can still get it from blood and blood product like the plasma and other thing. So that's how people can get hepatitis B. And that's also the same way people can get hepatitis C. So hepatitis B and hepatitis C, they are both chronic infection. Yes, they are both chronic infection. And one thing you should know is that about 257 million people for this world now get hepatitis B. Now get hepatitis B. Now, hepatitis D na very funny virus. E no dey come on its own. E dey only come for where hepatitis B don already dey. So when person get hepatitis D, most of the time, the person, or not be most of the, all the time, the person don already get another hepatitis, which is mostly hepatitis B. So e no dey come on its own. Hepatitis D no dey fit affect person on its own. E go only fit affect the person when the person already get hepatitis B for body. And out of Dr. Fred, you dey hear me? Dr. Fred. Dr. Fredo.
Yes, I dey hear you. Alpha. Just that me, I dey get problem with your volume for years, so I don't know. Yes. So I believe say you don't talk about the types of hepatitis, the viruses, and how people take they get them. So may we quickly go.
Yes,
so may we talk about the symptoms right now.
Okay.
Yes. So may we talk about the symptoms. Remember.
Okay.
I've been talk say we get acute hepatitis, we get chronic hepatitis. So for those who just come, welcome. We talk about the symptoms of hepatitis. Now, make I just list some, and then Dr. Israel will continue again. So for the symptoms of hepatitis, at the very beginning, some people say if we get some, they no go get symptoms. Girls, we they call asymptomatic. Yeah, thank you very much. We get asymptomatic people, they go get them for their body, but they no go get symptom. E dey like that. While for some people, they fit get symptoms. Wetin be the symptoms? Some, hear me, they fit get fever, like their body go dey hot. Some go tell you say they get body pains. Some go tell you say they get abdominal pain. Some go tell you say I no fit chop. Some go tell you say cold dey catch me. These ones, remember, na acute symptoms. Some go tell you say every time that they feel tired, that they feel weak. Now I won't end up for here. My hand over to Dr. Israel, but I want make you know something. Say whenever people get this symptom, most times they go tell you say I get malaria and typhoid. And if you look very, very carefully, at the very early stage, some of these symptoms, or even most of these symptoms, go like malaria. People go dey treat malaria every time, go dey tell you say my sickness na malaria, but they don't know say their liver dey spoil small. So at the very early stage, you fit get these symptoms, and then Dr. Israel go talk about some other symptoms again. We'll go from there, enter the chronic symptoms too. Dr. Israel, over to you.
Okay. Now, it start by saying sometimes it can be asymptomatic. That is, people not go even know say they get something like that. Most of the time, now those chronic type, now they come like that. That is hepatitis B and C. Yes, now they actually come most of the time come like that. Remember, we say hepatitis A and hepatitis D, they are acute diseases. So their symptoms they quick show, and their symptoms they quick show. And all wetin e don list the most likely symptoms when people they present with. Also, some people still go dey pale. You no go get that recolor of normal stool. Some people go lost appetite, so they no go feel like eating. It talk something about stomach pain, which is also there. sometimes they lost weight, or they lose weight, and they're not going to explain how come how come the weight, how come that they lose weight, because they don't understand. Yeah. Another thing, when some people they notice this one will become chronic symptom, that is it don't they affect many part of their, it don't they affect most their liver, don't they really they go. You see some of them go come they get yellow eyes. That one what they call jaundice. Sometimes their skin go come see the yellow. Sometimes you see say their body self go they scratch them, or they get inching, serious inching of their body. So when you start to notice all these things, and every little time as it's talk, you go treat fever. We get one patient like that. When they always go treat fever, come meet us, say, man, see what they do. So we can say, okay, let's just do other investigation. I even still do the malaria test, whether they worry you. After we finish all this thing, we come out to say, man, that guy not get malaria. See what they do and see what they do. But before we come finally say, okay, we know what to do. We got to refer the person to who will really give them the best treatment. And today, the last time we talked to him, the person they do is doing well. Is doing well. So these are some of the symptoms. In fact, those are the commonest symptoms when people they come down with. Yeah, those are the commonest symptoms people they come down with. Now, you remember I was saying something that hepatitis D, they affect, they come on its own. It always they affect people when get hepatitis B. And you should know that about 5% of people when get hepatitis B, when they this world, most of them also get hepatitis D with them. So if you are able to treat or manage hepatitis B, most of the time hepatitis D will just go on its own. Okay. Dr. Fred.
Yes, okay. You don't finish. Okay, so I believe say people don't hear the symptoms now wey we mention. We go soon take una. I see say some questions don dey enter, but wait, abeg. We go take your questions. If you are just joining us, you dey very, very welcome. Remember, we no dey prescribe medicine here. We no dey treat anybody here. This platform na just to educate you. And na hepatitis we dey talk. Now, we don talk about wetin hepatitis be. We don talk about wetin dey cause hepatitis, the type of hepatitis, talk about the symptoms. Now, make we go to one very important area. Wetin be the complication of hepatitis? If person get hepatitis and the person no do anything, the thing waka for the person body, wetin fit happen? Please listen carefully. When we say the person no do anything, we mean say the person no seek medical help. That is all we mean. So some people go get hepatitis and e go dey spoil their liver dey go. If dem no do anything about am, in the long run, e fit take 10 years o, e fit take 15 years, e fit take 20 years. Wetin fit happen? Make I talk one. Dr. Israel go put mouth, we go do am like that, and then we go go to the prevention treatment. Some people fit get their liver fit just fail. So the liver no go fit work again for the person. Most times, they go say the person get liver cirrhosis. The liver will just get scar tissue. Instead of make the liver, they help you produce energy, help you comot waste product. The liver no go fit do anything again. The liver go just fail. That one na one complication wey person wey get hepatitis fit get. Dr. Israel, go fit add on top this one now.
Yeah. Okay. The person fit still come down with liver cancer. If he get liver cancer, if he even get bleeding disorder, all this one are part of the liver problem. When the liver don dey get problem, because wetin dey cause person blood dey fit clot when he injure himself, and those chemical when they help those things, most of them na the liver na dey for dey produce, na dey produce them, or na dey make them come out. So when the liver don dey get problem, liver cirrhosis, chronic liver disease, or liver cancer, those things not go work again. So the blood not go dey fit clot too much again. So that one go lead to bleeding disorder. So the person fit get ascites, that is, you get many fluid for a belle. That one are due to inflammation of when liver don dey get problem, the inflammatory process, e go don dey release some of its toxin, and it go lead to other problem, which go lead to that ascites. Sometimes e go fit still cause kidney failure. Then some people go even get portal hypertension, because then person fit still get wetin dem dey call hepatic encephalopathy, when you go come get problem with the let's just say with the brain. Then if all these things dey happen to person, and maybe the person all these complications don dey do the person well, and nothing people don do. Most of the time when people don get most of these complications wey we dey talk, the last thing wey remain na which we still call complication and death. The person fit come finally die. That's why we dey say, okay, it is good to present early to the hospital. When you come hospital on time, we see you and try to ask you some questions and find out what is really happening. If investigations are done and we notice, say, yes, this is it, with that, we go know what to do for you. And all this chronic liver disease, liver cancer, and all that no go happen. Because once they happen, liver na one organ wey be say na just one e dey for our body. And any problem to the liver is a problem to many things for our body. It's a problem to so many things in our body. Even digestion self is a problem to that, because easy they produce wetin go make you digest some food when you eat fatty food, na it go produce the bile when they help before. But when the bile don dey over too much, now they cause those jaundice, and they cause itching for the body and all that. So those are some of the complications when people fit get when they get hepatitis, when they not take care of on time, or when not present to the hospital on time. Anemia still fit join that join those bleeding disorder.
Okay. Now I believe say we all dey understand wetin we dey discuss dey go. Very soon we go take your question. Make una just wait, abeg, and we dey work with time. Now, and people go dey ask us wetin be the treatment of hepatitis. If you follow us from the very beginning, you go understand when we talk about, say, we get different types of hepatitis, and we get different things wey dey cause hepatitis. And we talk say we get virus wey dey cause hepatitis. We talk say some people too, their lifestyle fit make them get hepatitis. Some we talk say some of them they get metabolic disease. Now, depending on the type of hepatitis wey you get, na im go fit determine the kind of treatment wey you go receive. But we know say most people dey talk say, I get hepatitis B, which treatment I fit take, which medicine make I go buy? You no fit buy any medicine to treat yourself for hepatitis. Most times, if you get hepatitis, you must see a medical doctor. There is no way you go manage hepatitis on top social media. Make I add one thing again, make I hand over this treatment talk to Dr. Israel. I don see people well on top this Facebook. Some go even on Instagram, they go tell you say they get cure for hepatitis. But guess what? Those people no even know about your liver. They don't know your liver enzymes. They don't know anything about your body, your liver, how far. But wetin they go like give you be say then get one medicine where you go buy a drink, you go call your hepatitis. By the time you don't spend money, your liver don't dey spoil, they go very far. You go enter the chronic phase, you get the complication. Later you go talk say, and God plan am. No be God plan am, because we get people wey get hepatitis and they are living very fine, but they take treatment. So if you get hepatitis and you dey watch this video right now, we no fit ever prescribe any medicine for you, but we go beg you speak with your doctor. So basically the advice be say if you dey take alcohol, try leave am, because if your liver don dey spoil and you come dey take alcohol on top, you dey increase the speed, e go quick quick scatter your liver. Or you be the type of person wey be say you dey take medicine wey doctor no give you dey take herbal concoctions anyhow, and your liver don dey spoil and you no know, very very fast the liver go damage. So dis things na few things wey you fit do to protect your liver, make your liver no spoil. Dr. Israel, any other one dey wey you go add on top?
Okay, you know, say we talk about the viruses and when they cause hepatitis. Another thing when you fit do is to go and test yourself. You know, we said is a chronic, some na chronic type when if he never even tell you. So it is good to make sure you test yourself for hepatitis B and C. Those are the one wey go give you chronic condition, and those are the ones when if it dey people body for a very long time and people not go know. So you need to do you need to test yourself for those for hepatitis. Yes, the doctor say more reduce drinking, the doctors more stop to dey take medication, and also we need to reduce anything when they cause this virus to enter person body. And most of the time you need to increase your hygiene level. You need to increase your hygiene level to prevent hepatitis A and E, because those ones now dirty, now they make those ones they enter person body. Hepatitis A and E, which is fecal oral, that can be transmitted fecal oral, and through dirty, now they enter person body. So increase your hygiene level, that will prevent those ones. Now for C and B and C, when people they get through sexual intercourse, blood transfusion, or through blood product and vaginal fluid, or through the semen, those ones you also need to try to reduce your exposures to those things, mostly for those where they work for hospital. Reduce your exposure to those things because of those blood products. And if you must have sex, use condom. Condom will actually also help to prevent hepatitis, because we say they prevent almost every sexual transmitted disease. So it will also help to prevent hepatitis B and C. And the last one when I will talk about now the vaccination and vaccine. Good thing be say hepatitis A get vaccine, hepatitis B get vaccine. The only problem is that hepatitis C and hepatitis E no get vaccine. Remember, say if you vaccinate yourself from hepatitis B, there is no way when you go fit get hepatitis D again, because hepatitis D no dey affect person on its own. They only affect people when get hepatitis B. So when you take the vaccine, hepatitis A vaccine na 2 doses. 2 doses. You take the first one, take the second one, and that also. While hepatitis B vaccine are 3 doses. When you take the 3 doses, after 10 years, you can now go for a booster dose for hepatitis B. So those are the only 2 that have vaccine. But C and E does not have vaccine as at now. As at now, they don't have vaccine. We dey put and hope say one day, then too go get vaccine. So when you know say, and before you take the vaccine, you must first test yourself. That's why I talked about that test. You must first test for hepatitis B. If you are negative, then you start the vaccine. And when you take that one, you have prevented yourself from having hepatitis B and hepatitis D as well. In fact, you don't save yourself from 2. And you don't save yourself from 2. Then when you practice good hygiene, when you practice good hygiene, you also save yourself from hepatitis A and E. Then when you practice safe sex and safe handling of blood products and all that, you will just still help yourself for hepatitis C. Those are some ways when we can use to prevent, hepatitis. And those are hepatitis that is caused by viruses. So the first things when you first tell us now, those ones when you say not be true virus. Now we take get them. Dr. Fred.
Yes, thank you, Dr. Israel. Dr. Israel, don't break them down well for us. Now, as we go towards the end of this discussion, we go take on our questions now. Um, One question wey dey here from Jeremiah. He dey ask us say, what is the test to confirm if you have it? If you wan know whether you get hepatitis, now remember say basically if you wan do test, na the virus na im dey go test for you, viral causes, but your doctors fit know whether you get other causes of hepatitis. So if you wan test yourself, you fit test yourself for the viral, the infection type, you fit do that one. But you no be say you go go lab go test say you wan know whether you get um the other forms of hepatitis. Those ones na your doctor go really advise you to tell you say, I dey suspect say you get alcohol induced hepatitis, I dey suspect say you get drug induced hepatitis, make we check your liver, that one. But basically, if you wan test for the other viral causes, you fit test am, you fit go very good lab and dem go test you. And like wetin Dr. Israel talk, be even take your vaccine, you need to know whether you get the hepatitis for your body. Do you understand? Now we get questions here. Make we take questions, we go dey talk dey go. We get like 15 minutes more so that make we take so many comments. Abeg, make una share the live stream. Ladies and gentlemen, una no dey share the live. Why? Na abeg na share abeg. Okay, Dr. Israel, this question from Ngozi says, what if a woman get hepatitis, a pregnant woman? What if she get am? Wetin go happen?
Yeah, when pregnant woman get hepatitis, it's not a big deal. It's just for you to make sure say you let your doctor know. Yeah, there are some things and there are some drugs that they may give your child after delivering, to prevent your child from becoming infected with the virus itself. So no cause for alarm. Talk with your doctor, your gynecologist. They know what to do and know how to manage you so that your pikin no go dey infected as well.
Yes, thank you very much. Now this question from Mega Projects. Ladies and gentlemen, make una dey share. Is there a cure for hepatitis A, hepatitis B, hepatitis C, hepatitis D, hepatitis? Is there a cure? So make I talk my own first before I go also allow Dr. Israel talking. I'm gonna tell you something. Remember very carefully, say we get acute and chronic. For the acute hepatitis, your immune system fit help you. Some people fit no get hepatitis, fit get the infection. Along the line, their immune system dey fine. Their immune system fit help them fight am that early stage. But in some cases, the immune system might not. You know why I dey talk this thing? Some people go tell you online say dem get cure for your hepatitis, mostly your hepatitis B. Dem go tell you say dem get cure. Hepatitis B currently, medically, no get cure. E no get. Now, most people go dey ask online, I get hepatitis B, wetin I fit take make e cure am? Currently, however, many things dey wey science, the world of medicine don put in place wey fit help you. You go live a very good life. Before, hepatitis C no get cure. But right now, hepatitis C don get cure. So wetin e simply mean be say we don dey near stage wey cure go dey for this thing. But dey very careful for people wey go tell you say dem get cure for hepatitis B, because most of the questions wey I dey see for here na hepatitis B, which cure, which medicine make I buy, make I cure am. E no dey. Dr. Israel, you wan add on top this thing?
Okay, for hepatitis, that is caused by the virus, as we earlier said, the A and the E, which is acute, yes, their immune system fit take care of them, and sometimes because most of them they don't cause those acute ones. Not really, they cause one life, not all the time, but sometimes they may not cause a life-threatening disease, a life-threatening cases. So yes, you may just have some drug to take care of the symptoms and all that, and why the body take care of the virus on its own. Why for B and C, for B especially, even C, yes, there may be medication that you can take, but those medication not they really cure them. Not they really cure them, mostly for that B. Yeah, there's a medication, but they really cure them because most of the time we've noticed that some persons after they say yeah they've taken the drug, they tell you maybe take up for almost 6 months. So after they take am for that 6 months, we also notice that some of these people still come down with hepatitis B. So one thing when we dey do for people like that wey get hepatitis B, we try to make sure that they get to that stage when their body don create antibody, and we give them some drugs to make sure say their body come create antibody to the ex ten t say that virus no dey do them any problem again. So at that stage, they are not infected again. They are not infective again. So they no go fit transmit the virus, and the virus no dey do them any bad. But what we will tell them is that even when you don't get to that stage, your doctor will always advise you to come for checkup once in a while, and they will always do your viral profile, hepatitis B profile, so that make them see whether you now that state you still dey. And the doctor when they actually take care of this hepatitis case now, gastroenterologist, now then they take care of this hepatitis cases. So even though most people will always tell you that there's a cure, there's a cure, there's a cure, but I will want to tell you that yes, there are medications you can take, but it's not giving you an 100% cure. It's not I don't it's not there for now. It's not there for now. Dr. Fred.
Okay, Dr. Israel, we get a question here quickly. May we work with speed. The person says, can a carrier take the vaccine? Can a carrier? So maybe
Yeah,
we talk, say person gets the
now
virus when, but the person
the,
don't do test. Can the carrier take the vaccine?
the virus. That one and the reason why we dey say before you do take the vaccine, you should first of all test yourself. So once you test yourself and they say you get the virus, you may not be actively showing any symptom that is asymptomatic. For asymptomatic people, they are the carriers. They are the carriers. They don't get problem. They are moving around. They are doing their life well. That's the carriers. Those people don't need to take the vaccine because they already have the virus in their system. It's the body that will what next we normally do for those people. We want to do the profile for them, the hepatitis B profile. When we do the profile, we want to know which stage they're dey, whether na acute cases, whether na chronic cases or not. If na chronic cases or most chronic cases, most of them, their body would have produced antibody already. Their body would have produced antibody already. So in those kind of cases, you don't need. Why would they give the vaccine? The vaccine is to stimulate the body to produce antibody, so that the disease no go fit enter again. So if you already have the disease, we are not going to. I will want country they produce antibody for something wey already dey inside the body. So there will be no need. There will be no need for. There will be no need for that. There will be no need for that. So the carrier, they don't need the vaccine. They need to go for checkup all the time to be sure that they remain carrier and they are not doing. They are not in a chronic. They are not in the acute phase or an infective phase.
Thank you, Dr. Israel. Now we dey take questions, we dey move very fast. But if you just dey come, I beg, and you ask us question, we don talk about most of your questions. So I no go take your question. You go watch the video again, make you get a lot. You understand? So no vex. Yeah. Dr. Israel, we get question here. This one say, more make am fast. Does hepatitis transfer to another by using the same spoon or by kissing your partner?
No. And using the same spoon, kissing your partner, no. The only thing is that for that kissing, so far the person not get injury for mouth or and you yourself, if those are not there, what if it's not there, so there's no problem. And using the same spoon, no, you cannot. Just like asking if somebody get HIV, can it be transmitted through using the same spoon? Which is still no. But we only say not use the same toothbrush. Why? Because you can injure the process, injure your gum and all that. Not some people when they brush, you must see some blood and all that can be there. So we can say don't use the same brush and all that. But kissing or using the same spoon, no.
Okay. Um, which one dey here? Okay, mega project. Thank you very much. Ivie, your question, we don talk about your question before. We don discuss am. Now, this comment here, e no dey clear. Make una talk about sugarcane and hepatitis. My friend don chop sugarcane tire o. Maduagu, your comment no dey clear. Wetin really make we talk about? Because there is nowhere in the medical literature wey dem talk say sugarcane go cure hepatitis. You know something, ladies and gentlemen, our people like lie well well o, and most times dem believe say hospital na lie, so dem go believe those wey dey online wey go just come tell you say na this one go cure your hepatitis, go and drink this. E no dey. Sugarcane no get any effect on your hepatitis. So if your friend dey chop sugarcane, maybe your friend like to chop sugarcane, but if na because of hepatitis, no vex o, there is no relationship and e no go do anything for the hepatitis wey dey your friend body. Now, I wan add something again. I no know whether Dr. Eze mention am. For those people wey dey do tattoo, wey dey pierce their body and all the rest, if you must do tattoo, you must do piercing, make sure say the thing na very sterile equipment dem use for you, because some of all these tattoo things too fit transfer you the infection. Shey you get? So Dr. Israel, any final words as we dey round up tonight?
Okay. What I would want to say is mainly on the vaccine. But I noticed that most persons actually have not taken the vaccine. Mostly hepatitis B, that is common. Hepatitis B is more common than almost all of them, than the others. And you know, say hepatitis B get somebody where they are compliant. So imagine you get hepatitis B and hepatitis D, you see the person say, this guy get B, oh, he go quickly jump enter your body. So to prevent ourselves from even D, we need to take the vaccine. Once you take the vaccine, you are rest assured that you cannot be infected with hepatitis B again. It's not like say it go fit still affect you, but it no give you many symptoms. No, not be like that. It means that you cannot have hepatitis B again. So let's try for as many persons that you know yourself that you have not taken the vaccine. I beg, let's try. Go for a test. If you are negative, go and get the vaccine. However, if you are positive, please go to the hospital. Go to the hospital. Look for a very good hospital that have a physician, gastroenterologist, so that they can follow you up and be giving you appointment and be monitoring your stage. Make you not go come get liver issue. Sexual hepatitis B is not only transmitted sexually. There are other ways hepatitis B can be transmitted, which I think we've said already. And
Dr. Israel,
hepatitis B
respond to this
vaccine
comment abeg.
is not expensive. Now they talk so. Hepatitis B vaccine is not expensive. It is not expensive. Mostly when you go to health centers, go to teaching hospitals, general hospitals where they take vaccine, hepatitis B vaccine is not expensive. And you will only pay, sometimes you pay for maybe the syringe and very few things, but it's not expensive. I don't think it's up to 2,000 naira safe. I don't think it's up to 2,000 naira. But let me not say anything. I don't really know, but I don't think it's up to that. But it is not expensive. The vaccine is not expensive. Yeah, that is it.
Okay, as we dey round up, can hepatitis spread from mother to child? Yes, depending on the type of hepatitis. We mentioned this before. I have a friend who met hepatitis B person and both have intercourse. But when my friend did the test on hepatitis, she never contacted. Yes, no be everybody go get am. That does not mean that your friend should continue doing that. You don't know whether the person wey your friend meet, the person viral load dey very low. Do you understand? So many things dey involved. Nobody talk say you
That's
get
that's why we
hepatitis
dey talk
now,
about the
you
chronic
must.
stage. Sorry. That's why we dey Dr. Fred, wait. Now that we talk about the chronic stage, remember I said something that you go, you do the profile. The profile will say if the person is infective or not. When I mean infective, I mean whether the person can actually transmit this virus to people anyhow. Sometimes some persons cannot, will not be able. And don't be rest assured that because you do the test today, it's say negative. Maybe they had the sex yesterday and they find out that the person is positive, the person he slept with was positive to that yesterday. So once you do the test the next day, it will just show positive. Don't be surprised. It's not always like that. It's not always like that. They can just become positive after some time. So, but let's keep our fingers crossed. As far as you don't do the test that is negative, the best thing for your friend to do is to go and take the vaccine. That's the best thing. So that may not put yourself for such risk again.
Do it. Okay. Now we don dey round up the program. We don talk many things. If you just dey come, I beg you, watch this video from the very beginning. Abeg, go and watch from the beginning. Yeah, we no fit repeat a lot of things. Like we always tell you here, good life na sense. We dey try to educate people here. So many of these informations you no fit get am for clinic because doctors no get time. So we dey break am down for you to the best of our ability. We go encourage you, help us share this live, help us invite your friends, and tell them make dem join this program. As time goes on, we go dey come like that, dey talk to you. Brother Israel, any final words?
Yeah, you guys should just take care. I'm gonna not let this Mona, take care and keep yourself going. Try to manage your mental health. I always talk that thing because it is very important. We're not too vexed for whatever happening in the country, but let's keep ourselves intact and be happy with ourselves first, and so that tomorrow we'll get life to live and be happy.
Okay. Thank you, everybody. If this your question, we go take your question some other day. This your question, e no dey related to the topic here. So thank you, everybody, for your time. We appreciate una. We no dey take una presence here for granted at all. Thank you. And like we dey always talk, good life na sense. We dey meet on this page for this program every Sunday, 8 p.m. If you come late, you go miss, and we dey try to keep to time. We no dey start late. We dey make this thing time conscious. We dey very conscious of our time. So thank you, everybody. God go bless una, and continue to pray for Nigeria. We go see una later on this same station, this same time. Dr. Israel, thank you so much.
Okay, take care. Thank you.
Bye bye, everybody. Au revoir. Bye bye.